Hello, this is Ronnie. I'm back here with a clip taken from a long video that I just finished to record for my subscribers. I'm leaving the option for my services at 50% off for the first year open, and I'll be providing further details after the clip ends. So if you're interested, please stay on. I'll be talking to you again at the end of the clip. I would like you also to read carefully the disclaimer that I'm going to put up now, so that it is clear to you before you go ahead and watch the video. This is just a standard thing. The best wave count that I have for silver here on the 60-minute scale priced in US dollars is that we are most likely in a fourth wave in a triangle, of which we have seen an A, B, C, probably D done. If it's not done, sorry, there'll be just a slight pop here. The critical level very short term is right here, just under 25. If it pops its at about 25, it's going to mark up my ideal, yes, sideways price action here that will form the triangle. If it succumbs to selling pressure for over 2-3 trading days, that will be in fact perfect, as long as it keeps above 2280. Okay, so we do have fairly tight range to watch here. That is an idealized pattern. We have absolutely no guarantee Mr. Market is going to deliver that, but that's basically the idea. Okay, running straight up substantially above 25 should tell you that the end of the triangle took place possibly here, yes, we will have to examine it step by step, maybe even here. There are several options that we will have to entertain as it is giving us more price action to go by. The thing to do is to focus on the critical level short term, which in this case it's right here, 25. Yes, it's pretty clear. If it jumps about 25 and you see gold also continuing to power ahead, and silver does something like that, that is an impulsive movement. And if you didn't buy it here, yeah, this is your second chance to buy it. Yeah, let's say 25.60, because it is very likely to continue higher. Gold in the current circumstances is edging ahead, yes, of silver. Silver had a huge move. Yes, it was outshining gold for quite a few days in delivering spectacular performance. Now gold is taking the lead slightly. We will see the chart in a sec. So that is basically my reading. We have, as I said, a critical level here, a critical level here, and if it does break through that level, it's going to mark up my ideal triangle, and then we have to start preparing for a possibility that it's going to go under 2220. Okay, at this point in time I don't think it's very likely, but it's something that we discussed in the past. You remember we said that could turn into an A, that will turn into a B triangle, and it's going to be sent down in a C. Okay, this will become the preferred reading should it come down, break 2280, and not give us a lot of signs that it is intending to bounce back very quickly, but it continues to sag around here. You really got to factor that this is going to go 2220, and we will be witnessing a big C developing that will relate to our A here. Okay, so that is silver on the 60-minute scale. When we jump to the daily scale, a fourth wave would fit perfectly here, because we had this as 1 2 1 2 3 4 5, and that's our 3. That's our fourth wave. Do not be surprised if we have to come back at some point and actually revise the wave count that I'm showing you here. Yes, it is possible. We might have to come back and do that. In the case of gold, there is definitely a different wave count. In the case of, I looked at several major stocks, and we will look at some of them later in the video. And I think that it is sensible to assume that the gold has substantially different wave count than the one I'm showing you here. Okay. Now this is gold. That's the 60 minutes. When I said that gold is running a bit ahead than silver, that's what I meant. You see, while silver is still mid-range here, comparatively speaking, gold is pushing higher and higher. You can see, and it is still looking quite buoyant, and that is the best interpretation that I have for gold at this point on the hourly scale. That's an A, that's a B, that's a C, that's a D. So you have a critical level obviously right at the previous high registered fairly recently, right here. Okay, that's at 1984.36, and I do think that there is scope for further decline. Not earth-shattering decline, but something like that could still fit the picture very well. Yes, as long as it keeps this support level intact, doesn't penetrate it by a lot. That's 1940. Okay, it could work very well, this wave count. If you see anything like that over, let's say, 1 or 2 day slide, sorry, you see a 1 or 2 day slide taking you there, and then it swings back up, it starts running above the resistance that you see here, you can assume with a fairly high degree of confidence that the fourth wave here is behind you and it's running up in the fifth wave. Now, a fifth wave, fine, okay, but on which scale? You see, because that is the daily, and there is a dilemma here because the 1-2-1-2 can remain the way we put it. There is no issue there. The issue will surface if we get just 1 or 2 day pullback here and then it reverses and it starts running higher. At that point, the fourth wave here cannot be related to this scale, nor of course to this scale. And then what happens is that you have to go back. You have to go back and you have to say to yourself, what's going on? I had a fourth wave here, extremely clear. Mr. Market delivered almost a textbook fourth wave for us here. So it relates to what? And I would say that that would be the best alternative in that case, yeah? That we are going to work with this being 1, this being 2. Okay, we run up exactly as I show you here with my arrows, and that's going to be our 3 on the blue scale. That's going to be our 4, and the short will be a fifth wave on the blue scale. After which you should assume that the third wave on this scale is done, and then more extensive correction will take place. Okay, so I repeat, if we get just 2 days of a pullback and then a very strong run to above 2040, even 2060, yeah, you should assume that this is the right wave count. It's going to be quite spectacular, yeah. And then our third wave is done, and this is going to call for, I would say, easily 4 to 6 weeks. Yes, easily to 4 to 6 weeks sideways price action to give us that fourth wave on the mauve scale before it continues even higher. There is no let up in the I like to say in the run, the bullish run, but it looks more like an explosion actually. There is no let up. It is extremely strong, and do not dream, even in your most elusive dreams, do not dream at all to go short this market. You do yourself a favor, just abolish these thoughts right now. This is the wrong thing to do here, substantially so. With some details about my service, currently at 50% off for first time users. you need to go on my website. The homepage is right here. It's Wave Mastery, www.wavemastery.com. Yeah, wavemastery in one word.com. That takes you to the homepage. You can scroll down, look through some things that I've written here, some recommendations from past users and current users, and that is essentially the offer currently open only to first-time subscribers. Okay, so there is the daily service, daily videos that are preceded by a trial, so you can take the trial for 1 week, and at the end of that, if you're happy, you do nothing, you go on to the plan of half price. Essentially 79 presents half price of the normal price, and that will be good for 1 year. That means 12 payments of 79. If you want to watch just the weekend videos, then you go for this one, and it does give you access to the weekend videos, and I often also insert a video as a bonus midweek, just to keep you on track, to see a little bit you know, where things are moving, because sometimes 1 week of full price action is a lot, and the wave count can change, especially if you're a short-term trader. You really want to know what's happening. So that is essentially the situation. If you decide to go, for example, for the daily videos, you click here. It takes you to the page where it explains to you. You should read that. It explains to you what is covered, etc., etc. If you like what you read, you click here, subscribe. It takes you to PayPal, because my paying system is through PayPal, and you pay through PayPal. You can see you have the trial at $9.99. That's for the first 7 days. As I said, if you like what you see, do nothing. It just goes automatically. If you don't like, you can cancel. Or if you don't know how to cancel, or you have any doubt, you have any question, you can write to me, of course. Once you go through and you pay, you come back, PayPal will send you back to my website to fill in your profile details, choose your login, and once you do that, you will be led automatically to the page with the links to the various videos classified by date. If at any point in time in this process you have a problem, things are not going as I'm describing to you right now, all you have to do is just contact me and I'll help you out. That is essentially it. So you'll have 1 week to look at things. I would like to just spend a minute about the website itself. I have written here a few articles. Is this website for me? You can go through that one. Psychology and trading, trading and the arts, why join? Yes, each of these articles could perhaps help you to see how to relate to my website, but there is no substitute, in my opinion, to actually take a trial. You know, you take a trial, and I want to say another thing. You take a trial and you can't make up your mind. You want more time to think. Fine, I understand that. Then you cancel, but then you are not allowed to take another trial. Please, I want to be very clear about that. There are people who abuse this, and it's really not right. You're not allowed to take more than one trial, okay? A trial is a trial. But if you're interested, after you take a trial, you're interested to come back, you can still benefit from the low price for the next full year. But you have to write to me, and then I will send you a special link without a trial. And if you join, then you're going to go immediately onto the reduced price plan for 12 months. Okay? If you take another trial after you took already one, I am going to have to cancel that and refund you. And if you do that 2 or 3 times, I'm just going to blacklist you, because there are people who have been doing it, and I'm afraid this is really absolutely not right. This is subscribe here. Use subscription. Once you are logged in, you will see this one highlighting you daily service videos or weekend service videos. Yeah, it will show which one you really have the right to access. The daily service videos, to be very clear, they cover the weekend service videos, okay? So you don't have to subscribe to both. The daily covers everything I do. The weekend, of course, is more selective. Now, I have here resources. There are chart galleries right here, chart 1, 2, 3. There are plenty of charts here that give you an idea how I go about subdividing various market action here. I covered a lot of markets, and you can see there is history here that could be very interesting for you to just go through. Let's see, platinum, for example. Yes, that's 1973 to 1978. If you click right on top where it shows you the hand, the chart opens up big. You can print it if you like. Here's an example of platinum, April 1980. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the huge correction that followed after that. So there is plenty for you, whichever market you're interested in, the financials, commodities, precious metals, etc. Okay, so that's chart galleries. Then useful links, as the name implies. Yes, recommended reading list. You have a long list of books here that I've read over the years that I found very interesting. Of course, I have many more books that I would like to add. It's just a question of time. I don't always have time to update this one. But the books that you find here did help me in the beginning, and still the information here is very valuable in these books. For example, Kroll. I don't know how many of you heard about Stanley Kroll. Stanley Kroll was a really imaginative fellow trader that wrote very well about his own trading and in trading in general. I learned a lot from these books. And of course, if you haven't heard about Reminiscence of a Stock Operator, you should get this book and read it. You will not regret. This is a book that most traders, I think, have come across and read. It is very interesting. And as you go down the list, you will see if there are things that are of interest to you. Of course, go ahead, get them. Some of them are even available online for free as a PDF. Check that. If you have questions about that, you can even contact me. Here's the contact us, and you put your name. Please make sure you give me the right email address. Message, simple maths, submit, I get it. You'll hear from me. I'm based in Belgium, so if you write to me from Australia or from the US and I'm having my rest, do not be surprised if I don't react quickly, okay? Normally within a day you will have a reply from me. I check my email fairly regularly. So that's about it. Hope to see you visiting my website. Hope to see you taking a trial. If you have any questions, again, don't hesitate. Get in touch with me, and wishing you a great trading week. Bye now.